Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the topic database terminologies and the need for the database management systems. First, let us see about some basic database system terminologies. Data and information. The term data can be defined as a set of isolated and unrelated raw facts with an implicit meaning. Data can be anything such as name of the person, a number, images, sound, etc. For example, Monica, 25, student, etc. is a data. When data is processed and converted into a meaningful and useful form, it is known as information. Now, let us see what is database. A database can be defined as a collection of related data from which the users can efficiently retrieve the desired information. A database can be anything from a simple collection of roll numbers, names, address and phone numbers of the students to a complex collection of sound, images and even video or film clippings. Next, let us see the need for the DBMS. A database management system is an integrated set of programs or software which is used to create and maintain the database. The main objective of the DBMS is to provide a convenient and effective method of defining, storing, retrieving and manipulating the data contained in the database. In addition, the DBMS ensures the security of the database from unauthorized access and recovery of the data during the system failures. It also provides techniques for data sharing among several users. Now let us see some examples of DBMS. IBM's DB2, Microsoft's Access and SQL Server, Oracle are some examples. Now what is database system? The database and DBMS software are collectively known as database system. Now let us see the levels of abstraction in the database. Data abstraction is the procedure of concealing or hiding the irrelevant or unwanted data from the end user. It does not expose the details of how or where the data is stored or how the operations are implemented. Database contains three levels of abstraction. First level is internal or physical level. The physical or internal layer is the lowest level of abstraction in the database management system. It is the layer that defines how the data is actually stored in the database. It defines methods to access the data in the database. It defines complex data structures in detail, so it is very complex to understand, which is why it is kept hidden from the end users. The database administrator is the person whose role is to manage the data in the database at the physical or internal level. Now, the next level of abstraction is conceptual or logical level. The logical or conceptual level is the intermediate or next level of abstraction. It explains what data is going to be stored in the database and what are the relationships that exist between the data. It describes the structure of the entire data in the form of tables. The logical or conceptual level is less complex than the physical level. Next, the third level is external or view level. This is the highest level of the data abstraction. There are different views at this level that define the parts of the overall data of the database. This level is for the end user interaction. At this level, end users can access the data based on their queries. So this is the diagram illustrating the levels of data abstraction in DBMS. So at the bottom we have physical level, the intermediate level is logical level, and the top we have view level. So here the end users will interact with the database by raising the queries. So the transformation of the requests and results from one level to another is called as mapping. So we are passing the information from one level to another level, and that transformation request is called as mapping. Next, we will see some terminologies in the levels of abstraction. So first one is schema. It is the logical structure of the database. There are two types of schemas. First one is physical schema, which represents the database design at the physical level. Logical schema represents the database design at the logical level. Instance means the actual content of the database at a particular point of time is called the instance of the schema. Next, we have data independence. The ability to change a schema at one level without affecting the higher level schemas is called as data independence. There are two types of data independence. First one is physical data independence. It is the ability to modify the physical or internal schema without changing the logical or external schemas. Next, we have logical data independence. It is the ability to modify the logical or conceptual schema without changing the external schemas or the application programs. So, thus we have seen about the database system terminologies, need for DBMS and the levels of abstractions in the database in this lecture. Thank you.